Yo, what's up guys, I'm back with another banger video. Mike William is back with a banger melodic future house track, All My Life in My Heart, and it's one of his anticipated IDs. Personally for me, it's on loop. Also, I really apologize for missing the last Friday's video, kinda busy finishing some client tracks and some of my personal tracks. Haven't released much music this year. Never mind. In this video, I'm going to show you how I remade All My Life in My Heart. Let's start with the foundation of our track, which is the melody and the bass line. The melody of this track is very simple, but that's the magic of writing simple melodies. They are easy to remember, catchy and emotional. Now the bass line. But in the original, the intro piano sound is more tight and bright. To achieve that, I'm adding a bunch of OTT and EQs. And guess what else I'm adding here?
Yes?
The sound good dizer. In the intro, we don't have any bass, so the rest are pads. These pads are from stock Serum 2 presets, but holy moly, the CPU usage of Serum 2 is insane. I simply render it out. Altogether, it sounds like this. It sounds nice, but you know what's next. The atmosphere! All these sounds are from my Atmospheric Sample Pack Volume 2. You might be wondering what that ESAV2 XP Volume 1 is. This is the expansion version of my Atmospheric Sample Pack Volume 2. In simple terms, I just added more sounds. If you got the Atmos pack, you have already got the mail. By chance, if you missed it, just open the purchase email, click the download option, and you can download both the pack and expansion. And if you don't have it, bro, what are you doing? Get yourself some sick Atmos sounds. And also, if you're announcing announcements, let me tell you, I finally made my Discord server.
Wait, what?
Definitely join in. I made it a week ago, but like not alone. I have some sick admins and together they made this Discord server alive. And we have some amazing people already. So join in and let's connect. Now back to the video. I also added some perks with a low pass filter for movement. Then we transition to the verse. Here we introduce a sick Reese bass which will cover the low end. This preset is from my Serum 2 sound bank. Link in the description. I also added some more Atmos sounds, like why not? These are from Splice. And by the way, on these drones, I'm adding Serum effects for reverb and delay. That's it. Now we transition to the build-up. The build-up is minimal, not a lot happening, just risers, downlifters and build-up drops. For synths, everything's the same. I just added the drop lead but with only few layers and also with reverb and cutoff automation. Also, don't forget about the build-up automations. Now, the drop, for which you all have been waiting. Let's start with the drop drums. First, I added this punchy kick. I just simply resampled this. There's some claps. Then, a lot of shakers, perks and hi-hat loops. And in the second part of the drop, I'm adding this another hi-hat loop. And for the effects, on the kick, I'm just adding this shaper box to make the kick a bit short. Then on the claps, just EQ to cut the unwanted lows and a clipper. On the shakers, again EQ and a very short side chain to create space for the transient of the kick. Then on the final bus, just Cashmere essentials and a clipper. Now, the drop synths. Let's start with the bass. And we have to make a sick, gritty bass. It's Future House. Layers. This one is from my Serum 2 sound bank. And the sub bass from my pack. For the processing, on the mid bass, EQ to cut the low end, then distortion, OTT, then again EQ to reduce the high end frequencies, then again distortion through wave shaper, then at last again EQ to cut the low end and to reduce the high end. On the sub, just a simple EQ. And for sidechain, I'm using shaper box. Then I render out the bass line to chop it, like to have more control over it. Now the drop leads. This may be overkill, like too many layers, but it sounds good. So we have pianos, and I'm processing them separately. Just OTT and a small reverb, and a fruity balance for automation. Now the synths. Now for the processing, on the synths I'm adding OTT, EQ, then decapitator, then again EQ to shape the sound, then again a small reverb, then again fruity balance for automation. Then the pianos and the synths are linked to this final bus where I'm adding OTT, some EQs, saturation, then more EQs, distortion, again EQ to shape it, then Valhalla room and fruity filter for automation, then kickstart for sidechain but with 81% of mix, and then at last clipper to cut the peaks. Simple. Without effect it sounds like this. And with effect it sounds more powerful and bright. Now the drop chords. So first we have synth layers, then pianos and strings. These are the layers. And on the pianos and strings, these all are from Flex. Then for the effects, OTT, EQ and a stereo shaper to make it wide. I render out the pianos and made it one octave higher. So altogether it sounds like this. In the main track, we have ear candies in the drop. So I added these. I made these loops using shaper box. What I did was record the synths with the Atmos, then added shaper box and spent some time finding the nice sounds. Simple. So these loops sounds like this. These top layers are just leads but one octave down. And this one with stretch pro mode, so it has some nice texture. And I also looped this part from the main vocal. So yeah, that's it for the track. The second part is just the same but with vocals. And in the second drop, I added few things that are not in the original but just my touch. I don't wanna lose the high. So let's check out the final result. you enjoyed the remake. Let me know how accurate this is. You can grab the FLP of this project if you're interested. Also, check out my Atmospheric Sample Pack Volume 2, Serum 2 Sound Bank, and all project bundle with 10 FLP remakes of your favorite artists at anasamirmusic.com. Links in the description. It's the best way to support the channel so I can keep making these videos. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share it with your producer friends, and subscribe. We are just few subs left from 6k. And also, don't forget to join my Discord server. I will meet you in the next one. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.